is that? I've been DJing for less than a year. I started in last August. And I got my board actually last May. So it's been a year, but I honestly never really, I touched it one time and got pissed off because I was so bad at it that I just didn't use it. And I was just upset, and I was just like studying. But my friend, he actually gave me his old board. He literally came over and surprised me and was like, you're gonna learn how to DJ. Because I had been telling everybody, I was like, I wanna start DJing. So he literally gave me his old board and like taught me. Shout out to Dan, he's a DJ and he's a music producer, and he was just literally a gift from God. Like, he taught me, and then I slowly started getting really into it. And it wasn't until August that I was like super like doing it, like actually practicing. So yeah, not even a year, and it's been crazy. Since I was a kid, I've been just musically super driven. My family is super talented in music. Like, my dad is a musician. So since I was small, his biggest dream for me was like, because he's a singer and he was in a band for years, and his biggest thing was like, I need one of my daughters to like be famous or something. That was like his biggest dream, which is cute. But he like taught me how to sing, and like music was just around me at all times. Like, everyone from my dad's side of the family sings, plays instruments. Like, my dad could pick up any instrument and play it by ear. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. So my earliest memories were a lot of Mexican music because my parents are Mexican, and I grew up singing a lot of Selena and a ton of mariachi music. That was actually like the first like introductions to music was mariachi and like really traditional Mexican regional music. And it was like super special to me growing up. Like, I was definitely like the kid who, you know, the parents were just always like, look, go sing here, go sing there. Like, your aunt's here, go sing for them. You know what I mean? It was like on the spot, like every family function I had to sing, or like there was a big moment in my life where I really wanted to pursue singing. So I would go to like all the auditions, like American Idol, all that. So like in high school, that's what I was known for. I was known for singing. Like, I would sing like all the rallies and like graduation. And I was in band like since I was in 5th grade till I graduated high school. So I did my first 2 years of college at Cal State Northridge, and I went in with no major, and I was just like, I really wanted to do music producing. That was like my first thing. I was like, I think I want to be a music producer. I had always looked up to Pharrell and Missy Elliott. I was like, I want to be like them. So, but they didn't have that at CSUN. And I just went because I got turned down from USC, and it broke my heart because I had always wanted to go to USC, like the music school there. So I was like, I'm just going to LA and I'm going to do it. And I don't know, I loved LA, but that school just didn't have the program that I needed. So after my first 2 years, I had transferred to Belmont, and that's when I moved to Nashville 8 years ago. And my initial major was audio engineering. So my first year, I was like heavy into like music producing, like Pro Tools, all that. And then I realized this is way too much work. Like, it was just, and there's nothing wrong with work, but for me, like for my brain, I didn't think of like, there's a difference between a producer and an audio engineer and then an A&R. You know, you have like audio engineers are at their computer all day, like super fast, just making beats. You have to be super like, there's a lot of math and science that goes into it. Like, there's way more than you think. So then I was like, okay, I don't think this is for me, but I know I want to do something creative in the music business. So then I was like, like I really like want to do like A&R. Like, I feel like A&R would be perfect for me because you're like in the studio and you're creative directing an artist. I was like, that would be amazing. So Belmont had this amazing program, which is why I chose to go to Belmont, where you could choose a semester and you can go to LA or New York and go get an internship, and you're still at Belmont. You're just somewhere else. It's kind of like a study abroad, but like within the country. So I did it so I can specifically get a really cool internship my last semester of college. And then, because my goal was always to move back to Los Angeles. So I'm like, okay, bet. I'm like, that's how I'm gonna do it. So then I got into the program. I got an internship so last minute to Atlantic Records that like truly changed my life. Like that's when I knew like I just needed to be like doing something in music. I was like a digital marketing intern at Atlantic, and it just was so much fun. I was like, you can really have so much fun working in music, truly. So my biggest dream was to work at a label, but obviously when I was graduating from when I was graduating from college, there were just no positions open. Like they literally had hired people when I started my internship. So there was just nothing for me. Like I graduated college, I moved back home with my parents for the summer because I was just applying everywhere, honestly. Like I literally was applying to like labels in Miami, New York, LA. I'm like, wherever I get a job, I'm moving. Did not get lucky for like 3 months, which isn't that long because like you graduate, you don't get a job right away. But like I'm impatient, so I was like, I'm gonna move back to Nashville. My parents did not like that. They were like, why are you moving back to Nashville? You don't have a job. Like, what are you gonna do? And I was bartending at the time. I bartended through college, so I was like, I'm just gonna bartend again. And they weren't happy with it, but like I moved back, and luckily I started bartending, and then from there I got a job at like Trader Joe's, and I met someone at Trader Joe's at this. This was during COVID too, so people got laid off and stuff. But I met this girl named Sarah. Shout out Sarah. She got me a job at WME, William Morris Endeavor, a talent agency. So I had spent 2.5 years there booking shows, and I learned so much, and I worked really hard. And the beauty in that was like, that job really made me realize, yeah, I like music business, but I'm really creative, and I'm like someone who like just needs to shine. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was just so heavily focused on the careers of everybody else that I wasn't really like focused on like mine and what made me happy. Like since I was a kid, I'd always be on stage and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna do this. I'm like, I know how to book a show. I know how to book myself. I know what goes into it. So I literally did that like 2 months ago, and I just really heavily started focusing on DJing. And while I was working at my 9-to-5 job previously, I had just been getting just heavily booked to the point where I'm just like, man, I barely have time to practice. And like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I would go to sets really unprepared because I didn't have enough time to like download all the music I wanted to download. And I was like, you know what? I need to make space for what I really think is like for me. So I left my 9-to-5, which was the craziest thing I ever done. Mind you, I left when I had no job. I literally did not have a job lined up at all. I don't recommend doing that, but like I got a job right away, luckily. But yeah, it was scary because like you're used to having a really steady income, good benefits. It was fun. I built a family there. Like I was there for 2.5 years, but I feel like sometimes when you're just like a creative person, you can't be in an office all day. Like it really is just the most, like when I tell you it really dimmed my light, it like really dimmed my light. Like my whole life revolved around my work. I was like, even on the weekends, I could never enjoy a day off because I'm like, I'd be DJing and I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta get up early tomorrow to go to work. Like if I would be DJing having fun, I'd be like, fuck, man, like I gotta go to work tomorrow. Like this kind of sucks. And I'm just I'm in a space right now where I'm still trying to like figure out what my life is gonna look like in the next couple of months. But right now it's been really different and new and fun, and I've been having fun. Yeah. Anything new that you do is just a completely hard thing, obviously. And I think I really like being good at things, like most people. So when you're not good at something in the beginning, I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to do this.
So you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, low key. But I like love music. Music is like the one thing that's like fun to me. Like it's not serious. So I think that's why I stuck with it, because I was having so much fun. I was all like, I don't even know what's gonna come about me DJing, but I'm having a ball. And like, I was just fucking around. So like, I was like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen, you know? And it just, all of a sudden I had posted that I was DJing. And from that, one of my friends booked me. And then from that, people just kept booking me. I was like, what the fuck? Is it that I've just been doing it.
I love that.
My DJ name was a little hard because I was like going back and forth. I was like, because my real name, my full name is Yaniii. And I love my name. Like, I'm like, shout out to my dad who named me because I feel like my name is so cool. But the problem with my name is that people are always like, what? Like, they're like, say that, like, there's a Y and an X in your name. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So when I moved out here, I noticed that, because in California, I went by Yaniii. Like, everybody called me Yaniii back home. Because people are used to, like, more Latinos and stuff. But then when I moved here, people would really freak. Like, the look on people's face when I tell them my name was, like, crazy. I was like, call me Yanni. Like, it's fine. Like, just call me Yanni. So I went by Yanni here. And then I was like, man, like, what should my DJ name be? And people are always like, Yo Yaniii, you know what I mean? Like, when people are like, Yo Yaniii, like, so my Spotify, I had always, before I started DJing, my Spotify account is like my everything. Like, I have so many playlists. Like, I'm like such a playlist girl. And so my Spotify name was Yo Yaniii with 3 I's. And I was just like, that should be my DJ name. Like, Yo Yanii's kind of cute. So that's kind of how it came about. But it was like a battle, like my real name or just like a nickname. Right. It's like fun, but it's more memorable. I feel, you know, it's kind of. I feel like with Yaniii, people are be like, man, I don't know what her name is. It's like kind of hard to say, but it's a cool name. Like that is what would happen. I think because I'm such a new DJ still, I think I'm trying to figure out my DJ style right now. I think that's something I've actually been thinking about a lot lately because I have found myself, when I first started DJing, I really liked DJing R&B music. And then I really started really enjoying Afro beats. And then all of a sudden, I'm like heavy into house right now. Like, to the point where I'm just so like, dude, am I a house DJ? Because like, I'll DJ house and it feels just 10 times easier and more natural. So I think that's what I'm kind of transitioning into. But I'm like very much so open format because since I was small, I've always loved so many genres. Like, I love playing a really like diverse set, especially when I have a really diverse crowd, because I feel like I'll DJ Afrobeats and then I'll see like a crowd over there going crazy to Burna Boy, and then I'll DJ like a Bad Bunny or something and I see people over there like vibing, and then like I just love it so much. So I think open format is more for me, and it kind of depends on like the event and stuff of what I'm gonna play. But I am really trying to find my own sound and like my style. But I think it's because I have not even been DJing for a year that I literally don't know. Like, I'm kind of just trying things out and seeing what kind of like makes me light up.
And that's the thing about being a DJ. You know so much music. It's like you can really get off.
I will say that is the hardest part about being a DJ, because obviously like you love music and you have so much of it. You're like, damn, I want to play this. I want to play this. Ooh, but what if I play this? And then you leave and you're like, dude, I didn't even play that. Like, yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
My favorite songs right now, I've been really into Sade, like heavy. Like, I don't know what it is. I love new music too, but I think the problem with like DJing sometimes is that you're playing a lot of the new music outside, and you kind of just get over it really quickly. So I've been really into older music, like Sade, like Paradise by Sade is my shit right now. Like, it just makes me feel like, I don't know, like top down in a Jeep, like by the beach, like I'm on vacation, like, but like sexy, smooth, like anything Sade right now is like my thing, for sure. Songs that I'm always playing is for sure, like, in terms of artists, because I will say there's artists that you can just play at any DJ set and it's gonna go off, like Drake. I'm always playing Drake. Always playing Drake. I love, if I'm in a space where I can play house music, I'm always playing Peggy, for sure. Like, I'm always playing Chris Lake. But honestly, I try to mix it up. I really do. But I will say I have noticed I play a lot of Sade, Erica, and Drake. For sure. Like, I think those are definitely my top 3. Literally. That picture is actually like a funny story. Because that photograph was when she came here to Soho House.
That was crazy.
And a good friend of mine, Sky, took that photo. And I was there, and I was not DJing at the time when she came. And I remember just being like, man, like I just want to DJ so bad. Like, look at her. And like, it was just like a really like magical night. And then for my birthday, my best friend Abby surprised me with that photo. And it was when my DJ stuff was picking up, and it was just perfect. So now when I DJ, I just have it in front of me because it's just like, it's just inspiring. You know, like we DJ'd literally on the same board, the Soho House board. So then it was cool. That picture means a lot. Joe K is literally like one of my favorite DJs. I love everything that he's doing with Selection, him and Andre Power. Incredible. I love Peggy. Peggy is literally an icon. Like dead ass an icon. Obsessed with her. I love Starza. In terms of local DJs, I mean, Isha girl, like, you the shit. Afro Sheen, Dame Luz, like Dumb Groove. There's literally so many DJs in town. Like I could really name everybody. Like I haven't come across one DJ I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? Like everyone is truly just so talented. I want to leave off by like saying that just like, if you literally want to do something, just go fucking do it, because like you will not know where it will lead you. Like constantly just being like, I really want to do that, but then never doing it. It's like the most sad thing you could ever do, because you don't even know what your life could look like. Like last year, I had no idea I'd be DJing at like Soho House and shit. Like that's just crazy to me. Like it really is crazy. And I had no idea like I would quit my job and find out like that I want to DJ as a career, and that this is really what lights me up. And it all started just from, and honestly, shout out to Dan, because if it wasn't for Dan, I don't even know if I would have been DJing right now, because he literally delivered a board to me and like really helped me learn. So I just wish I would have started earlier. You know, like that was like my thing. I'm like, if you just want to go do something, go do it. Like don't wait on it. Like the money will come, you know, everything will come in its own time. It's just like, sometimes life's too short. That's like my biggest thing right now. It's just like, if you want to do it, just go do it. You can find me on Instagram at Yo Yaniii with 3 eyes. You can find me on SoundCloud at Yo Yaniii with 3 eyes. I'm always posting mixes. I'm trying to build my SoundCloud a little bit up. It's a little bit hard to do. But I love my SoundCloud. I like love posting mixes on there. And then you can find me on TikTok at Yo Yaniii as well.